I do hope you won't take this amiss when I do take my pen in hand to write you such as this. I thank you for the cards you sent, for it was very kind. Unto the girls and unto Pete, you have kept them all in mind. And for your kindness at the school and on the closing day, and for the looks you gave to them before you went away. I hope that great success in life may all your labors crown, for you are climbing up the hill while I am tottering down. May health and happiness be thine, and life a peaceful rest. May sorrow never enter into pain thy youthful breast. The winter has been very cold, with storms of wind and snow. The thermometer did register near 60 down below. I long to hear the voice of spring and see flowers deck the plain. The trees, I hope, beside the stream will flourish green again. If on this earth we meet no more, we hope to meet again, where winter storms do rage no more, beyond the seat of pain. My Lady Mary tells me oft that she is mistress now of me. Her voice is very sweet and soft, but an autocrat is she. Go, say the red lips, and I go. Come and I hasten to her side. Her warm smile sets my heart aglow. Her quaintness is my joy and pride. I used to say in phrases fine that I was master of myself. The proud boast is no longer mine. I'm subject to a willful elf. My Mary with the rose leaf face, a tyrant spirit sways your breast. For humbly though I sue your grace, you will not grant a moment's rest. I've served you for a whole long year. The woman new has come to stay. But tell me now, have you no fear that I will mutiny someday? You give yourself a lofty air, your throne an ill-used father's knee. Now worry, fly, slink off, dull care. I have my girl, and she has me. My Lady Mary, without doubt, your tender eyes are full of mirth, and by your laugh rings out the gladdest sound. In all the earth. pious lady ripping through the wood. Been to church with cousin Freddie, scarcely understood what the wise and learned preacher meant to say or said. Yet the truth will surely teach her, do not be afraid. Though the Templar never can her graceful shape ignore, though her own appointed one should wring her bosom's core, pray that she may never yield to folly, sin and death, but on such a battlefield may conquer by her faith. Pensive little pious lady ripping through the wood. Been to church with cousin Freddie, scarcely understood what the wise and learned preacher meant to say or said. Yet the truth will surely teach her, do not be afraid. Though the Templar never can her graceful shape ignore, though her own appointed one should wring her bosom's core, pray that she may never yield to folly, sin and death, but on such a battlefield may conquer by her faith. So easy 'tis to make a rhyme that did the world but know it. Your coachman might Parnassus climb, your butler be a poet. Then oh, how charming it would be if when in haste hysteric you called the page, you learned that he was grappling with a lyric. Or else what rapture it would yield when cook sent up the salad, to find within its depths concealed a touching little ballad. Or if for tea and toast you yearned, what joy to find upon it the chambermaid had coyly laid a palpitating sonnet. Your baker could the fashion set, your butcher might respond well with every tart a trio lit, with every chop a rondel. Your tailor's bill, well I'll be blowed, dear chap, I never knowed him. He's gone and written me a note instead of what I owed him. So easy 'tis to rhyme yet stay, oh terrible misgiving. Please do not give the game away, I've got to make my living. lady's face is proud and fair, my lady's eyes are gray. She goeth out to take the air on every sunny day. My lady wears a gown of blue that falleth to her feet, all broidered o'er with pearls like dew and daisies shy and sweet. My lady wears a hat of silk that fairy hands did spin, and strings it hath as white as milk to tie beneath her chin. My lady wears upon her breast a knot of ribbon gay, but who her heart doth love the best, my lady will not say. And oh, the jewels rich and rare do make the eye grow dim, that sparkle in her powdered hair and on her fingers slim. My lady wears a satin shoe with silver buckle wide, a tiny thing from heel to toe that is my joy and pride. My lady wears upon her face a little touch of scorn, no fuller share of pride and grace hath any woman born. My lady's face is sweet and fair, my lady's eyes are gray. She goeth out to take the air on every sunny day. My lady wears upon her breast a knot of ribbon gay, but who her heart doth love the best, my lady will not say. My lady of the silver tongue, do you not feel a thrill of shame? The woman is so fair and young, why seek to steal away her fame? Nay, never mind that haughty stare, for you and I must measure swords. To tell you to your face I dare, a lie lurked in your pretty words. Did you not say a while ago, I am her friend in earnest tone, and soft that voice of yours and low, I am her friend when all is done, as though a friend a doubt would fling and evil tongues to wagging start. I am her friend, ah, there's the sting, no friend will grieve and hurt a heart. Your eyes are very warm and kind, and sweet the smile upon your lips. I read the truth, I am not blind, false are you to your fingertips. And I would rather be today the slandered woman, very young, than be yourself so proud and gay, my lady of the silver tongue. Friend's heart holds no wronging doubt, no envy meaner far than hate. With tenderness it pieces out the small shortcomings and the great. So when you slander, blush for shame, or to some gossip's tale attend, I pray you take some other name, and never say I am her friend. For loyalty is not a jest, no sweeter word is said or sung. Take time to learn that truth is best, my lady of the silver tongue. Silver tongue. In Orkney School one winter night, when war was raging at its height, both old and young assembled were to hold an entertainment there. They held a concert and a dance to aid the Red Cross work in France. The proceeds turned out to be in dollars numbered 53. One lady did the organ play, and songs were sung with music gay, and recitations also given. The concert ended at 11. The supper then was served around, and cakes in plenty did abound. The dancing started in full swing. They waltzed around the dancing ring. There was one lady dressed in white, the very dress that I do like. She was so handsome, neat and smart. She stole away a young man's heart. Another one was dressed in black, that fitted loosely round her back. Her comb was set with pearls so bright that glittered like the stars at night. Again came round a skirt of blue, with blouse of white and heart so true, with sky blue ribbon in her hair. This lady was both young and fair. The young men well did act their part, and tried to gain the lady's heart. With joy their eyes were beaming bright. They wore their sweetest smiles that night. The night wore on, time quickly flies. The moon lit up the southern skies. Just as the clock was striking 3, all drove for home so merrily. are more than just the letter. Gin love what pass for lawful coin. I'd like to be your debtor, but never part with love divine, for that is muckle better. Today will soon be old lang syne, for time ye can tether. And a love divine has some design in our inclement weather. Though demons down may drive the swine, the sheep will take the heather. My compliments, oh lady fine, are more than just the letter. Can love what pass for lawful coin. I'd like to be your debtor, but never part with love divine, for that is muckle better. Today will soon be old lang syne, for time ye canna tether. And a love divine has some design in our inclement weather. Though demons down may drive the swine, the sheep will take the heather. What is that on your breast, my lady, burning with lips apart? Oh, that is a rose, the fairest that grows, and its thorn is in my heart. Why are its lips so red, my lady? I for its sake have bled. My lifeblood glows in the life of the rose, therefore its lips are red. Why is its breath so sweet, my lady, hasting my pulsy speed? My deep love flows through the lips of the rose, therefore its breath is sweet. Why does it wither and die, my lady? There is the stinging smart. The red rose dies forever alive. let them vote. Have they not won a right to do so from a world undone by man's mismanagement? Should they not have a vote, their drunken reprobates, to save their offspring and their brethren who have tried for centuries to cast the cup aside, but having tried alone, still weakly dote on that same cup against which they vainly vote. As for the fashions, well, may women say that men have formed the fashions all for pay, and men praise styles of folly for mere gain, regardless of all consequence of pain, and that man's whims descend to greater length, proportion to his lordship's ampler strength, who made the vice of smoking nauseous, vile, disgusting poison, who defends that style, who sells his manhood for a 10-cent weed and snubs the orphan starved in very deed. The streets poor blue thin outcast of that coarse, weak habit from which all withered and sere, a sibyl like Hannah, but weep, for my hurt was say wrapped up in thee. Fain I'd think thou art gain but to sleep, and thou toddle again to my knee. Oh, thou wert a beam of delight, which say lighted my heart up with joy. I ne'er thought thou'dst fade frae my sin, or death would e'er come to destroy. And the bairns are a greeting for thee, for they've lost their wee playmate and Johnny creeps upon my knee, and he asks if you'll I be a wall. What though to forget thee I try, and the words that thou lisped to me, the streams o' this hurt winna dry, and a nature's the memory o' thee, the sweet little birdies that sing, and the innocent lamb on the lea, the bonny wee flowers o' the spring are a but faint shadows o' thee. He will come tonight, young Mary said, and checked the rising sigh, and gazed on the stars that o'er her head shone out in the deep blue sky. Heaven speed his voyage, though absent long, the painful vigils o'er. The skies are clear, the breeze is strong, we meet to part no more. While yet she spoke, a sudden chill o'er her ardent spirit crept, a sad presentiment of ill. She turned away and wept. Far off the sigh of ocean stole, the sweeping of the sounding surge in plaintive murmurs o'er her soul, like wailing of a funeral dirge. a tone which whispers to her sinking heart, Mary, we meet in death alone, in realms of bliss, no more to part. The moon has sunk in her ocean cave, fled are the shades of night, and morning bursts on the purple wave in floods of golden light. The sudden stroke of the village bell checks the fisher's blithesome song. He pauses to hear how rock and fell its sullen tones prolong. Some soul to its last account has sped. Dost thou hear that solemn sound? 'Tis Mary Crawley, his comrade said. Last night her love was drowned. A New Year's toast to the press of the world, strongly potent for truth and right. For the eyes of the press see over the world like the myriad stars of night, or the constant stare of the sun god's glare as he sheds o'er humanity light. Oh, the press is a superman all revere, be they socialists, priests, or kings. In spite of his faults we esteem him dear, for he's wise in common things. His heart is the beat of humanity's feet, and his voice with their interests rings. He has power for good and power for ill, his the key of world liberty. His words are strong to heal or kill, to bind or make men free. A king whose throne all nations own, who has worldwide fealty. Alas, that his eyes are oft bedimmed by the common sights he views, that his judgment by worldly matters dimmed blots out from his columns of news the visions bright of the poet's sight, as thick clouds the rainbow's hues. From the crowded columns of fact we miss the touch of the light divine, the hasty pennings of strife or bliss that we read in the daily line. Strangle the scope of poetic hope, or prose that is forceful and fun. So here's a toast to the press of the world, strongly potent for truth and right. May its banners for progress be wide unfurled, and its visions of strength be bright, and its columns of fact and recorded act eclipse not all literary light. To the press of the world, strongly potent for truth and right. May its banners for progress be wide unfurled, and its visions of strength be bright, and its columns of fact and recorded act eclipse not all literary covered wagon we crossed the line to look for where we could live contented planted, and saw the sun of Alberta shine on loam that never a plow had dented. My dear, said Mary, though crops may vary, give me the prairie for ranch or dairy. Why further roam to find our home? From covered wagon we heard the call of untilled acres around us lying, and felt the rain of Alberta fall from cloud that came to Alberta flying. My dear, said Mary, there's no good fairy like rain on prairie for ranch or dairy. Why further roam to find our From covered wagon we settled down on homestead waiting and freely granted, and found our market in railway town for cream or cattle, a crop we planted. My dear, said Mary, my heart so airy, no ranch or dairy on all the prairie is more like home. No more Downton Abbey on the banks of Ripon in the distance looks sublime, o'erlooking lovely Grantham. For centuries of time the lady in capricious moods took once an odious whim. No alcoholic drinks are good and must get rid of them. The butler, groom, and servant maids conveyed them to the river. The lady's whim must be obeyed, kind Providence forgive her. An agent of the Temperance League from Edinburgh town plead for a gift to hospitals, met with a silent frown. The worldly wise in talk will vaunt, good counsel will not hear, knows willful waste brings woeful want, and stings at times severe. Servants at my command arise, this work methinks divine, that mote beam now in my eyes. Oh, dry the salt tear frae thine Mary. Oh, dry the salt tear frae thine and look not sae sadly on me, Mary. Oh, look not sae sadly on me. There's ane that will I be thy stay, Mary. Thy wounds he will tenderly bind. They'll all pass away like the wind, Mary. They'll all pass away like the wind. It's no me that's Dean of Mary. It's no me that's Dean of It's but the worn clay trapping of Mary. It's but the old house gone to fire. It's but the caged bird getting free, Mary, that soon will soar singing a why. It's no me that's Dean of Mary. It's no me that's Dean of the dear ends that left us lines, I'm Mary, left us o'er weary fooling, but never were Utoman, Mary, are coming ruin me again. There's a rain, Willie and Jean, Mary, and with them a breathed shining train. Was they through their pity and me, Mary? Ye winna be left to your lane. Then dry the salt tear frae thine Mary. Then dry the salt tear frae thine and look not sae sadly on me, Mary. Oh, look not sae sadly on me. The grief that's turning thee grey, Mary, nae doubt for some good is designed. 'Twill like the wind pass away, Mary. 'Twill all pass away like the wind. Seek it overseen. Should he roam afar from home for farewell, the farthest foe? His task is done, his race is run. There is no fairer lady, none. Forgive me still, since sin I will, though not to work thee any ill. But hath there been of sons of men one loved who did not love again, whose breast hath proven invincible? Then, lady, know 'tis better so. Forgive, forget, and let him go, since he hath shown his heart was stone. Lo, I will sacrifice mine own. Thy pardon yet I did forget, the weight of ills that do beset. Did lightly speak and vainly seek the reason of thy pallid cheek, bowed head and heart and eyelids wet. Some bitter woe, some fearful blow hath touched thee thus. It must be so. So at thy feet I bend me sweet, and beg thou wilt thy tale repeat. Like figures by Du Maurier, they sat in the Chelsea drawing room, over whose red garden walls one can barely see the heads of passers-by. John, who played so beautifully, making the piano sing whole operas, recalling Nordica and Calvi, and news of John de Rescay. Theodore, who remembers every tone of Douce's voice and adores Edith and Cynthia, who used to act but only gardens now. Julian, so elegant and so composed. They were content to sit on summer evenings through the long English gloaming, perfumed by bowls of spicy pink carnations, sipping black coffee, smoking cigarettes, watching the river breeze blow through the curtains, listening to John and listening to the past. So musical with memories, straightening sometimes a crooked silhouette, interpolating news of the last play. The Court Gazette as if dear Chelsea lay like a moat between the world and them. Now they will close the Beckstein and go away and return hoping, and yet it will not come, their feeling of security. The room has been entered by change, the thing they dreaded. Even the breeze knocks on the window, colder now and strange, air without music. Why must he come, this forager, displacing with determined fingers the notes of an old harmony, a sequence to such lovely music wed? Nor you nor I can ever answer that. I only know that Julian has written me to say that John is dead. Throughout the country, for many a mile, there is not a nobler, statelier pile than ivy-crowned Grantham Hall, and the giant oaks that shadow the world, though hollowed by time, are not as old as its Norman turrets tall. Let us follow that stream of sunset red, crimsoning the portal overhead, stealing through curtaining lace, where sits in a spacious and lofty room full of gems of art, exotics in bloom, the lady of the place. If Grantham Hall is with praises named, not less is its queen-like mistress famed for wondrous beauty and grace. And as she reclines there calmly now, the sunset flush on her ivory brow, we marvel at form and face. Thank you, Mary, thank you kindly for the gift you sent to me. 'Twas a useful Christmas present. Oft times Christmas may you see, when the summer sun is shining brightly o'er this flowery plain, and the wheat again is growing, then I'll hope we'll meet again. Like a gem in summer sunshine, you are in life's early bloom. I am fleeting quickly onward, daily downward to the tomb. Good night, Mary, goodbye, dearest. Oft times I do think of thee. Sweet, oh sweetly may you slumber, joyful may the morning be. Good night, Mary, goodbye, darling. Happy may you ever be. I could sit me down a lifetime writing poetry to thee.